Welcome to the These Two Bros podcast where, you guessed it, two bros are going to sit and argue about random nonsense until we forget what we were talking about. If you love the podcast, consider checking out our other socials at TheseTwoBros.
All right, welcome in, welcome back.
Thank you guys for
and
coming to hang out.
Andrew are back for another episode.
Of These Two Bros. Brought to you by These Two Bros.
And not really anyone else yet.
Yeah, exactly. Not yet. I mean, we've got time to find some sponsors. I mean, our cash apps are open if somebody wants to.
Venmo,
we need
Cash
some new
App.
equipment. Yeah. We were just talking about how we need a new microphone. So if you want to help us out, we'll say your name at the beginning of the podcast. You can throw us some cash. It'd be perfect.
Run your name and some credits, like we're good to go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run your credit score, bro. Like, it's fine.
I will. I'm gonna do it.
On this week's episode, pretty much the basic stuff. We've got no shot news. I think Andrew's got like 3 or 4 stories because he just likes talking.
Got some good stuff.
We've got a would you rather and would you guess it? It's about food. We've got a grinds my gears, a Dingleberry of the week, and this week's fantasy draft.
All right, you want to get into no shot news?
I want to talk about how we only had 8 votes on last week's fantasy draft.
Okay, we can do that.
Dude, what's up with that?
Well, first we
Bro,
we quadrupled, but also let's go. 8.
Yeah, what
That's
are we? 8 for burger toppings. Like, I'm trying to draft stuff here that's like getting the people involved, getting them excited.
I feel like somehow they're just pushing our content on Americans. Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, Twitter hates us.
Like, who doesn't love burgers and burger time? Just weird.
I see. I'm looking at your notes here, and I see something about. You want to tell the people about the Dick Bros tattoo?
I do want to tell the people about the Dick Bros tattoo, and this is why. Every once in a while, you know how, we talk about it, but every once in a while, I get someone that either hits me up in a message or, I actually had someone recognize me because they knew about you and the tattoo because they follow you, and they're like, "Oh, this dude's the other half of the Dick Bros," and I was like, "Yeah, how'd you know that?" And they're like, "I know Eddie," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense. Makes sense." So, but yeah, so I also got tagged in something. So that's two things in a short amount of time. I got tagged in. You remember the original photo you showed or drawing you showed me, the real crude one?
Yeah.
Of the goofy looking guys. Somebody tagged me in an Instagram post that had somebody getting that version of the tattoo.
Dude, people don't realize that A, that's where that came from.
Yeah.
And B, why would you get that version? Why would you not make it yourself? I don't understand it.
Why would you not
it's
improve?
It's a goofball. Well, there's that, but then the same could be said about all the people who literally got us tattooed on their legs, bro.
That's true.
That was wild.
Dude. That is true.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's famous tattoos and people copy them and stuff like that. Our tattoo is a crazy tattoo to just be copying and slapping on your leg, bro.
It is out there. It has traction. So
yeah,
it's not like
it's quite. I wish there was a way to tell, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who did it and made videos and maybe they just didn't do as well and I never saw them, or they just got mixed in with their notifications.
Taken down.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean,
because I know of at least 10 that I had seen.
That's wild.
10 dudes that had it. Some of them did some customization and made it look like them and their boy, but it was literally us but with glasses on, or us but with black hair, dude. They didn't change anything.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You're at a tattoo shop, dog. This guy's job is you could show it to him and be like, I want this but with my bro, and he'll redraw it for you. You don't have to be like, I want this but with black hair.
Which leads me to we need to take a new updated photo of them together.
Yeah.
And put them on some of the socials. The ones that we can get away with putting them on, but if you want to check that out, go check the socials out here in the next couple of days, and there should be nice.
Yeah, we'll get some
nice pictures.
We'll get some wiener pictures up for you guys.
All right,
I know that's what you want.
Into the no shot news.
Bro, there's no shot I'm buying that.
All right. Well, I have a few of them for you.
Okay.
Oh, where to start? Where to start? Oh, I wanted to revisit the Dingleberry of the week last week. Uh,
Yeah, that was
the
the chess dude, right?
yeah, the chess player. When I was telling you about how he had like a toy up his butt that vibrated and somebody was like giving him signals or something like that.
Yeah. I remember something about
Yeah.
that.
So this last week, that's all I heard about on the news, and I've even seen some TikTok trend videos going on around it. So I just wanted to say, like, you heard it here first. I mean, maybe you probably didn't, because I mean, what 10 people have listened to maybe last week's episode, so 10 of you heard it here first. But it's crazy how everybody else just caught on. I just thought that was wild that we were one of the first to really make that a big deal.
Well, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I do want to not gloss over the weird little fact there that your FYP is the butt buzzers, because that's not on mine. I haven't seen anything. I've
Well,
only heard this story from you. And so I'm kind of curious what you're looking at on TikTok that they're like, hey, you want to see buzzing stuff in some dude's butt?
don't you worry about my FYP, okay, sir? It
I'll
is
just
full of
mind my own business, I guess.
it is full of questionable things.
Yeah,
Uh,
I can imagine.
uh, another. So moving on to like an actual story that I read about this week. I don't know if you heard anything about NASA messing with one of the asteroids that like it's like 6.5 million miles away, but they wanted
Yeah,
to run a test, see if they could alter the course of it. You know, that's always the question after
yeah.
Armageddon and stuff, and like Earth
Well, see, they didn't
defense.
really. They just destroyed it, right? They weren't
Yeah,
trying to like outsmart it. Whereas
yeah.
now we're trying to figure out how to outsmart it
How to
and
at
move it.
least keep it off the collision course.
Yeah.
Well, they were successful. So they moved it, and it changed the orbital. So it was a smaller asteroid orbiting around a bigger asteroid, and
Okay.
they needed a certain parameter for success, and so they used many millions of dollars for talk about many millions of dollars to see if they could move this smaller asteroid away from the bigger asteroid and change trajectory. And they changed it by a little over a minute, which they considered a success. Which it's just mind blowing that, and they almost got it was almost like real time feed back to Earth as they were doing it, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Something 6.5 million miles away, wild, and they're getting real time up. But they moved it, so we might have
That's
hope.
dope.
We might have
I
hope.
can't. I can't be the only person that instantly thinks, because obviously you know my stance on like I don't want to say aliens, but other existing life in the universe. It's just too big for us to be the only one
Yeah,
that's got life on it.
yeah, straight multiverse.
Imagine uh, imagine you're the scientist that moves one of those and then it smashes some other planet and you
uh,
successfully become like Space Hitler, right?
yeah,
You
and
just
then
eradicated an entire planet to save your own.
but then like how always happens, like a couple survive and then they vow to like
Oh, they're gonna hate
yeah,
us. Yeah, they're
they're gonna
they're
destroy
gonna
us.
show up in 30 years and be like, "Hey, remember when you did this really cool thing? Well, it sucked for us, man.
Sucked on
Where
the other side of
take us to Space Hitler. We want his blood."
this space.
Oh man. It's a whole movie, dude.
uh,
I
I
think if
love
we
it.
start writing right now, we can get a script
I
out and
love it.
get it to Hollywood
Yeah.
before we do anything too
Well, I
drastic.
mean, now we're gonna have to because it's out
Yeah,
there on the
exactly. Somebody else is
interwebs.
gonna
So
steal it.
this is like,
What do we
yeah,
just call it Space Hitler?
yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I think it's going to be controversial, but I think it'll sell tickets.
I
Who do we
think,
cast as Space Hitler? Who's the
I think.
scientist?
Oh man,
Brad Pitt?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise? See, Tom Cruise has to be on the planet. He's got or on the asteroid. He's got to be the guy that's moving. Because Tom
Maybe,
Cruise just
maybe,
he moves shit, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like who's
Uh,
the scientist that sends him out there to do it?
what's that dude's name? Christoph Waltz, the
I
the
don't know who that
the
is.
German guy. Yeah, you do. On Django, he's the guy that takes Jamie Foxx around.
Okay.
That guy?
I like it.
He's
Yeah.
just such a
Yeah, and
good actor.
Tom Cruise is just a farmer, and we got to convince him to come back to his fucking space roots.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I mean, McConaughey was already in.
Yeah, we can't use
we can't
McConaughey.
use him because he killed that role.
Yeah.
We could use one of our boys, Jake Gyllenhaal or Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Dude, Jake Gyllenhaal is the conspiracy theorist who knows what's going to happen. That's his role. His role is the guy that's basically picture Nightcrawler, but he's somehow in the White House involved with the science, and he's the guy that's going like, where's this rock going to go?
Absolutely.
And they're all like, shut up, Jake Gyllen douche, get out of our face.
You know nothing.
And then,
he really knows
he's right.
most of it.
Yep. I love it, dude. I'm loving where we're going. I'll start making phone calls and see if I can get in touch with Jake.
Gotta get a hold of some agents. Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it though. That's a great movie. If we see that in the next 5 to 10 years, we'll know where it came.
You guys know, you heard it here first.
You know,
at least 10 of you.
You know, we have it saved, so we'll come back and flip it. So don't mess with it.
Exactly. I'll start writing the script tonight, Dean.
Sell
it tomorrow for $1 million.
And so moving on from that, the last news story I had, a group of gentlemen were on a fishing trip in the Gulf of Mexico, and their boat sank. And they were out there surviving, I believe it was for 48 hours. It was definitely over 24 hours.
In the water?
In the water, in the Gulf of Mexico. And there's a little bit of video of the Coast Guard rescue. But the craziest part about this is the Coast Guard said when they picked these guys up, that a few of them had super bloody hands, just ripped up like crazy. They were fighting sharks, bro. The entire, not every second, but they were fighting sharks.
Yikes.
Wow.
That's another movie, dude. I just didn't, somebody's making that up.
It's like a new, it's like Jaws, but new age.
Yeah. And it's like super Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the boys out there punching sharks in the face.
They're straight falcon punching sharks.
Dude, I just all this does is kick up my fear of ever going on a boat, dude. And I'm sure those dudes were professionals. That's every time I get on a boat and I'm like, hey, don't fucking kill us. And the guy in the front's like, I've been driving boats for years. Yeah, that's the guy that crashes it, man.
Yeah, you're the one that's too comfortable.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
And I'm pretty comfortable swimming. I'm a pretty comfortable swimmer.
Even not 48 hours comfortable.
No. That's no one's gonna be comfortable with that. But I'm saying I'm pretty comfortable with swimming lakes, rivers, oceans. But that kicks up. And that kicks up my fear of there's a shark everywhere. For some reason you just get that heebie-jeebie of even when you're in the pool, just for a split second, what if a shark just comes out of the drain somehow and just snatches you up? It's just your time to go. You know?
I don't think I've ever had that fear.
I have.
I'm always too consumed. I'm too consumed with the fact that I could drown. If everyone just stops looking at me for a minute, I'm gonna be dead.
For you, that makes sense. Yeah. No.
So I don't even get to the point of the sharks. I'm hoping they come out and kill me, so at least my death will look cool in the newspaper.
It's over quick.
Yeah. The news story won't be some bearded fat idiot drowns in family pool. It'll be crazy fucking shark came through a tube and ate this guy.
Yes,
cool.
That's yeah. You live in sure.
You guys could sell T-shirts with my face and the shark's face on it.
I would. You
guys would be rich.
Design a shirt of your body kind of splayed out and shark biting.
Oh man. You've given this thought, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna sell it for your charity, for your family.
Yeah, just pull a Twitch and just take 50%. You're fine.
No. 5%. Cost of materials.
There you go. I like it.
So I guess that's it for my news stories, unless you have any.
I didn't have any. I mean, I kind of have a news story for my Dingleberry of the week, but not really something I want to talk about just yet. So we'll get to that when we get there.
Okay.
But I'm good to move on if you are, brother.
All right. So on to Would You Rather.
Hey, bro, would you rather?
All right. Would you rather? I believe that is, sir.
Oh yeah, I've got it, and it's a toughie. I feel like it's a toughie, but I feel like it's an easy one too. I don't know.
I
Would
did
you
glance at it, and I'm torn. Torn.
would you rather tablespoon of salt or a tablespoon of sugar on everything that you eat going forward?
Man, I don't know about that one. That is so tough.
So
Oh,
no matter what you eat, you've got to put salt on it, or no matter what you eat, you've got to put sugar on it.
it's, either way, one of those items is gonna ruin a lot of things you.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, see, and it's like that's what I think makes it easy for me. I'm not a super sweet person, but
Yeah.
the idea of putting a tablespoon of salt on anything just ruins it. Whereas
Yeah.
sugar, I mean, it'll be sweet, but it's not inedible.
I mean, there's a lot of things too that are like sweet without you really knowing that have that amount of sugar. Not like
Yeah.
it wouldn't be crazy out of the norm. But
I
yeah,
think you would just end up changing your diet around. But I think at
yeah.
the end of the day, I'd rather eat a steak that's got a tablespoon of sugar poured on it than I would rather eat literally anything with a tablespoon of salt
Well,
on top. Like that's fucking insane.
especially if it's like a bigger steak like we usually. You can spread that out.
Yeah.
You can spread that out. You're good.
Yeah, so we're gonna die sooner because the tablespoon of sugar that we put on it, and we're gonna eat bigger portions to spread that tablespoon of
We
sugar
always
around.
get those big steaks. It would, or you could throw it like, I think in a mashed potato would be fun. Kind of like sweet
But
potatoes.
on pepperoni pizza, it's not.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild.
But I mean, fuck, a tablespoon of salt isn't gonna be any better on a piece of
Yeah,
pizza. So
yeah. I think I would have to say sugar as well. I think you're gonna be less likely
and
to like go
what's
you.
funny is like that's the one that's gonna kill us faster.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
It's gonna make us
because we don't
fatter
need it.
on
We don't need the
everything.
sugar,
On everything, dude. That's the
dude.
wild part. On
Everything.
everything. Yeah, I think I gotta go with because it's just gonna mesh with the flavor profiles better more often
Yeah,
than not.
one, like I said, ultimately you can change your diet, but I just don't see a diet where you could put a tablespoon of salt on things and them not be completely ruined.
Yeah, that does not.
Because you see those videos where they prank their husband or whatever, and they put it in like a bite of spaghetti sauce, and the bottom of the spoon is literally covered in salt or
Yeah,
full of salt,
yeah.
and that ruins ruined the whole meal for them.
It's awful. Awful.
um, yeah, I think I have to
I'm
go
mad
that
if
way.
somebody else does it to me, but like if I do it to myself, like accidentally, or like if I have to do it, it's kind of on me
Yeah.
instead of somebody else. I have no one to blame.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Alrighty, that's all I had for the would you rather. I don't know if you have any
I
today.
don't. That's I
Okay.
left it at that. So
Yep.
I guess it is on to grind my gears.
Sounds good.
Dude, you know what really grinds my gears?
So I have a grind my gear, and it comes from something recent.
Okay.
And it goes as far as invites and then non-reciprocated invites. So I invited somebody to do something with you and I the other weekend, and that person was like, "Yeah, I'll try and make it. I'll try and make it." And then they didn't make it, which was fine because they were working. But
Yeah, stuff happens.
yeah, I understand that. I totally understand that. But then the very next week, they're out doing that same activity we were doing the weekend before. Didn't get one message of nothing, bro. Like, I wanted to
I
go
didn't
do that activity.
I didn't have any information on what this was about, but I already know that someone went shooting without us.
Yes, yes, they did. No invite.
What the
Didn't
shit?
said nothing to me. I just get like this, and it's no Snapchat about it, but it's on their Snapchat story, and I'm like,
That grinds my gears, dude.
bro, like WTF? And I've told you all the cool stuff that I have, and I'll bring it all. And you
Was he?
still.
My question goes to, was he going with like a bunch of other people? Because maybe I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I want to say maybe he was going with somebody who doesn't like new guys in the group. Maybe he's the new guy in the group. You know what I mean? And he didn't want to make somebody else uncomfortable. Hey, can I invite these other two dudes?
I didn't
I
really.
give him the benefit of the doubt.
I didn't really ask him, but I did. I mean, I wasn't gonna let it sit, so I was like, I snap messaged him, and I was like, "Yo, thanks, sick invite, dude, sick invite." And all I got back was oof, which makes me think he knows
Oh
that
no,
he should have sent an invite, and it seemed like it was just with a couple of his other friends. But I mean, it's not.
that's rough.
I'm not like overly upset about it, but it like irritates me. It
Yeah,
grinds my
exactly. Well,
gears.
considering a decent amount of effort was made to invite people to go do that when we went.
Yeah, I guess that's part of it too. Is I was already frustrated about that and people bailing
Yeah,
on us,
that we were the only ones that showed up.
then you go and do the same activity that I
Yeah,
wanted that I asked you to go with me to. So that's
can't shoot your boy a text and be like, "Hey, are you busy today? You want
and
to go shoot some stuff?"
I'm pretty sure it wasn't that far away either, which really is the other
Oh
irritating part.
no.
Like if it was, I get if you're going like 2 hours away, like I'll probably be like, it sucks, but I'm still probably gonna go. Honestly, if we're
Or
being
if it's
honest.
like a last minute thing, like, "Hey,
Yeah,
we should do this while we're already out and about," or
yeah. Well, and like
that's crazy.
luckily I can't give them too much shit because I had the kids last week. Couldn't have gone
Yeah,
anyway.
you wouldn't have been able to make it, but that's
But
not the point.
it was like you specifically chose the weekend after I asked. It just
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah,
thing was just like. So anyway,
I don't like
that
it.
that grinded my gears. This
I have a grinds my gears, but it's very light.
okay,
You wanna know what grinds my gears?
I do.
Why does my phone, and I only bring this up because it happened to me multiple times today. Why does my phone autocorrect words that are spelled correct? They're real freaking words, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
I had one today where I typed bat and I was trying to say bat and it kept changing it. It kept changing it to bot or something for no reason at
the
all.
yes
And
the
I looked like an idiot because I kept trying to recorrect it and it kept switching it back. And it's like, bro, bat is a real word. Like,
well
why?
that also happened to me, and I just figured that maybe I used this word too much, but I tried to type in popped, like as in pop my neck,
Okay.
and it auto corrected it to pooped.
Poop.
So I was
Oh,
like,
the whole pooped. Damn.
yeah, I was like,
Mine does shit to shot a lot.
yes, yes,
And that one
yeah,
really pisses me off because I always think for some reason I blame myself. I don't
yeah.
notice when it does it. I notice after that it says shot. And I go, how in the shot did I accidentally hit O instead of I? And how do I keep doing it? But today I was typing it and I saw it. I literally typed shit and I hit space and it switched to shot. And I was like, what? What? Bro, shit is a word. It's a word I use all the time. I correct this shit all the time. Just put shit.
Yeah, I don't, it's like it refuses to cuss. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but it
There's
refuses.
that. And then I had a situation today and I was typing a text out to somebody and I wanted to make it it's a delicate situation because I am friends with this person, but I don't ever get a text back. So I want to make sure this text reads well. You know what I
Right?
mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the message got across and no one can say that I'm to blame for why things fell apart. Somehow, I don't notice my spelling errors until after I've sent the thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, I'm thinking about it, and the second I send the text, that's the only thing I can see now. Instantly, I can only see the one word that I misspelled.
It's absolutely drawn to your eye. Like it
Yeah, yeah.
there's no
It's like I
escaping
couldn't see
it.
that 2 seconds before I hit the button, and it was another situation of a spelling. I put launch, and it switched it to uh
Lunch.
lounge or something like that. So instead of launch day, my text said lounge day.
I mean, yeah, that sounds nice too,
Sure,
though.
but it doesn't make any sense to the text. So that also really grinded my gears.
Yeah, yeah, I can understand that. I don't have any more of those, so
Nope, me neither. Not this
we will,
week.
yeah. On to the
It is still
Dingleberry.
early though.
Yeah, true. True. Next week we could have 4 or 5. So,
Yes, sir.
on to the Dingleberry.
Hey guys, look! It's a Dingleberry of the week.
All right, this week's Dingleberry week brought to you by Eddie.
Me, I got it. It's something you've all probably already heard of. It's pretty freaking crazy that is a problem. But I just want to take a second to acknowledge the Dingleberry that set up the foam pit at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
there's just no way that you set that up and you thought that was a good idea. For those of you who haven't read, somehow you've been living under a rock. TwitchCon was this last weekend, and as much as I wanted to go, I think I would have ended up getting injured on this. So somebody at TwitchCon set up a foam pit with like a jousting setup. I don't know what jousting is called when you just stand still and swing sticks at each other. There was another name for it,
It
but
reminds
I'm
me
not
of
that
like
smart.
American Gladiator style.
Yeah, they were battling with like big foam sticks or whatever.
Yeah.
The platforms were raised. There's a whole element of falling into this pit of foam. And if you haven't seen the videos, that pit is not deep, man. And it is a concrete floor with like a foam pad and then maybe a foot or two at most of like foam blocks. And so a lot of people got hurt, including Adriana Chechik. She's a corn star, and she does Twitch streaming as well. She broke her back. Yeah,
I like corn.
I love corn. It has the juice.
Big lump, knob of lumps.
Yeah. Yeah, she took a butt bomb off the pedestal.
It was like she hit concrete. It was like she hit concrete. It was
literally a concrete floor with from what I heard, a concrete floor with like a gymnastics pad, like the thin blue ones that you see that just kind of like make it so you can dance around it, and then a couple blocks of foam, dude.
When she hit, it was an immediate, like, it was one of those things where like
my back hurt.
Yeah, you could feel it. It was bad.
Oh yeah,
you could just see it,
and you could see
it
see it in her face.
Yeah, well, you saw the shock from her ass all the way through her spine up to her brain, like it rattled her.
Yeah.
And then, and then she couldn't crawl out of the foam pit, and people were like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
There's people on Twitter that are blaming the people who got hurt on this thing for jumping off. Like, no one told you to jump off, bro. It's a foam pit. It's designed to catch people that are falling off of these platforms, so it's pretty safe to assume that if you jump in it, you're good.
Yeah, like
I saw one girl that dislocated her knee, and somebody's like, "Why'd she straighten her knees out like that?" Well, she thought she was jumping in foam, dude.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure somebody else broke a wrist or sprained a wrist or something.
I think
dude, people got it. They shut it down.
I think anyone that's ever been around a foam pit agrees that you jump in. That's what you do in a foam pit.
Dude, I'm pretty sure and this is what's going to hurt them, because I'm assuming they're going to get sued. I know I already seen somebody.
They have to.
I already seen Adriana posted something on Twitter that was like, "Hey, if you got hurt on this, please reach out to my team." So I'm assuming there's a big lawsuit coming. And people are arguing that like, oh, they'll never win that. If that thing was labeled as a foam pit,
they are done.
They're screwed.
They are so done.
They're so screwed.
I mean, by video evidence, I feel like
well, yeah, and that's what people are saying. I don't know that there was a waiver. I mean, they might have signed a waiver, but waivers don't really hold up in court. They're just designed to kind of scare you from, the at your own risk shit is not a legal stance in court. Man. And then I didn't see in the videos that I saw, I never saw any signs or anything that said don't jump in the foam.
Yeah.
If it was labeled as a foam pit, pits by like Google's definition is a 6 to 9 foot hole filled with foam blocks, usually the base is a trampoline floor underneath,
Yeah.
so it absorbs all of your weight.
Yeah, and if you're gonna advertise foam pit, and then you're gonna advertise a like exercise like activity, like knocking people off
Yeah.
of there,
Yeah.
you would think you would want something soft to catch those people. Like who said, yeah, that's a good idea? That's enough. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Whoever did, that's our Dingleberry of the week. Because that guy
Absolutely
just the whole department that was in charge of that. Basically,
fired,
Adriana checked. She's gonna get the 50% that Twitch has been taking from all of the streamers. She's
dude.
gonna own all of that, if not
All of
more,
it,
dude.
all of it.
It's gonna be wild. So part of me is kind
Shit.
of upset that I didn't go just for that event.
You could have re-injured your knee and got it paid for.
Exactly.
You get
So
one.
yep, our Dingleberry of the week is the entire team in charge of the foam pit at TwitchCon, because
Absolutely.
you guys fudged up.
You guys are
That's a bad one.
dingleberries. Freaking
Dude,
dingleberries.
big old dingleberries.
Jesus.
But that's all I had for the Dingleberry of the week. I like I said, I know a lot of people had already seen that.
Yeah.
But it's worth bringing up and talking about, because
Well, we got to make
sometimes
sure.
the heat is good.
Yeah, you got to make sure. Yeah, dingleberry is deserved, and they definitely deserved it. Twitch did.
Yeah. Yep, that's
So.
for sure. You got any Dingleberries of the week?
Not this week. Nope. Couldn't find one.
I think that moves us on to this week's draft.
Fantasy draft.
Aw, shit. Here we go again. It's these two bros fantasy draft.
All right, what's this week's fantasy draft?
So this week's fantasy draft does not have to do with food.
Ooh.
I know it's kind of surprising. I'm kind of upset.
We do love our food around here. I will tell you that if you're not familiar with either of us.
So this week's fantasy draft, we are drafting best months of the year.
This is interesting.
It's gonna be heated. I think this is gonna be one where we're taking a lot of each other's picks.
Probably.
But we each only get 4.
4.
So use that accordingly.
We shortened it.
I mean, honestly, I don't feel like there's 8 good months in the year.
No, there's not. We're good. We're good. I'm not upset.
So I think we're gonna be all right.
If you took that as me being upset, no, you've won and it was a tie. So it carries over.
You're gonna give it to me.
Yeah,
that's a big loss. Okay,
you gotta earn it.
My first pick in the draft is gonna be December.
Okay.
I think with Christmas and New Year's Eve, because even if you take January and you get New Year's Day, who gives a shit about New Year's Day? Nobody. It's New Year's Eve. We all want the year to be over.
I only like Christmas because I like seeing the joy on my kids. So yeah, I'm not a huge.
It's a blast.
I like getting other people presents. I hate getting presents. So. But yeah, December is not a bad
pick.
I think
on this one, do you want to not do the snake draft?
Sure, yeah, we can just go 1-1.
Just go back and forth.
Yeah,
I think so.
Let's do that.
All right, so Andrew's pick. What do we got?
I think I'm gonna start off with July.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna take it, dude. I knew those were gonna be pick 1 and 2.
I am a summer freak. I love the sunshine. I love the warm weather. And then one of the best holidays shows up in that month.
The best holiday.
It's
not one of.
Yeah, it's there.
Dude, nobody wants anything from you on the 4th of July. We don't want gifts. We just want to blow shit up.
It's probably the most stores closed during 4th of July.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe not. I could be told.
I mean, I feel like Christmas. There's only a few places that close for Christmas.
Yeah, but anymore, like Black Friday, they're open. Like Thanksgiving, they're open. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
like the holidays they're open, but I feel like 4th of July, a lot of things shut down. Plus, it's summer, sunshine, warm weather. And then
I'm making the list here, and instead of typing December, I just noticed that I just put in Christmas. So this draft has quickly become the best holidays.
It changed into holidays.
We're gonna be picking around.
I love it.
Okay, so I've got the next pick in the draft, and I think I want to go summer as well. I think I'm gonna have to go June, Because typically that's the first month. That's the real first month of summer. The whole month is warm. My anniversary is in June, so if I don't pick it, I'm gonna get in trouble at home.
100%. If you're gonna pick a summer month, you have to pick
exactly. I wanted to take August here, but I think June's the better pick.
I figured you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, June's
so June.
It's the start of summer. You start getting that nice warm weather.
You're out of school. I mean, typically your last day of school is in June.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's a winner.
Memory. I think my second one, I'm gonna have to go October.
Taking October for Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween in the fall. It's when stuff starts turning.
Since when do you care about the fall? Bro, we wear plaid all year. We don't need an excuse to do it.
That's true. I don't know. October just feels like you got that real fresh. You know what I'm talking about when you get up in the morning. And we get up early. You got that fresh, just that fresh dew, clear air smell. It's a little cold.
Yep.
It's a little crisp. There is something about that in the morning. Like, man, it's a little chilly, but like, this is pure right here.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. And I'm not mad at it. If it made it to my next pick, it's gone just for Halloween.
Yeah, and Halloween, sure.
Yep, just another one of those holidays where people don't really want much from you other than some candy.
And
that's
about it. I always go back.
I always got candy.
Yeah, and I always go back to, well, not always, but like recent years since we went to Disneyland. It just hyped October up. It hyped October up for me so much more.
I tried to convince. Christina's birthday was yesterday, and I was planning on getting her the new Kindle Nook thing, whatever it is. She's been really into reading lately. And then one of her friends texted me and was like, "Hey, me and so went in and we just bought her one." And I'm like, "Sick, dude!" Like, glad I didn't buy it already, but you kind of stepped on my toes there with what I was planning on.
But so also, I don't have to buy it. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I ended up on the other side where I was going to spend 4 times as much on. I tried to convince her to let me take her to Disneyland for the day, and she shut me down. I was not prepared for that, but she said no.
Yeah,
I think it was the $1,200 price tag that I told her it was going to be for us to go. But I had already planned flights. We were going to fly out 6 a.m, be in the park by 9, and then on a plane at 9:00 p.m. to be back here at midnight.
I think
it'd been a great birthday.
I think, like a lot of people, she struggles with that last minute.
Yeah,
that suit.
Whereas I'm like, let's go.
Like, surprise is different than like super surprise. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like surprise.
Everybody wants that spontaneous guy until the spontaneous guy's got you on an airplane the same day
go.
that you found out you're flying.
Yeah, quit messing around. We're going. Like, and they freak out.
Yeah.
So. Anyway.
Alrighty, so third pick in the draft. I think I don't necessarily want this one, but I think I have to take it for the value. Is November?
Yeah,
just for Thanksgiving, Black Friday. You still get the fall. It's kind of almost winter time. Some people love that. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan. I don't mind the cold.
I love November just for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
my family is a rather large family. Will make the trip to my mom's house, and
so you get to see family.
So I get to
everybody gets to have some bomb food.
Yeah, it's nice.
Turkey legs, brother.
Oh,
I get turkey legs in November, so it's a winner for me.
All the mashed. Well, I see mashed potatoes, and then mom's homemade cream corn is just.
You're a cream corn freak,
dude. There is no match. There is no match.
Alrighty, your pick is up, brother.
Justify it. I think I'm gonna go with September.
We're just taking the end.
I know, because it's no one wants January, February, March.
we're all taking the end months because it's like the year's almost over. Let's go.
Yeah. September mainly because all the birthdays of the people in my family that have September.
You guys have a ton of September birthdays.
Yeah, I think we're at like 10 or 11, which
That's
is
wild,
which is insane. It's a stupid amount of birthdays.
That just means your whole family be banging in December, January.
Fucking on New Year's break or Christmas, New Year's
Yeah,
break.
everybody's getting it in on Christmas.
Yeah.
Everybody's smashing
I
and
told
popping babies on 9 months
I
later.
said that in front of Ashton, and he's like, "Well, I'm born in November," and I go, "Yeah, Valentine's Day," and he's like,
Yep.
"Oh," and I was like, "You asked, bud. You didn't
Yeah,
ask, but
yeah.
you asked. You brought it up." So that was pretty funny.
That's great.
And then he was like, "Well, what about Marley?" And I said, "Dad's birthday."
Yep. Yep.
He did not enjoy those answers as much as I did.
Sometimes you just got to learn. Don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to.
Yeah.
Already I got my last pick. I think I'm gonna take January. Just
Wow, January.
It's just a fresh start. I think there's good value there. It does have New Year's Day, so I have New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
Okay.
You always get the first day of the year off typically, unless you work a shit job. Dude, I think the value on that for last round pick is pretty high.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised.
What, that I didn't sneak August?
Yeah, because now I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad pick.
I got the summer month July through October.
Typically, see, I didn't go August because it's usually so fucking hot, dude.
Yeah.
For us, anyways, it's usually the hottest. People hate it. People die.
I just love the summer. I just love the summer. And like, I don't know. There's nothing really in February, March, or April that I'm just like, yeah. I know you got St. Patty's Day in March, which is fun,
Yeah,
but it's like, do I really want to be out there?
Excuse to drink.
Yeah, and do I really want to be out there with all those crazies? Like, if you enjoy it, that's fine. But I don't personally want to be in that crowd because that crowd starts to get same with Cinco de Mayo for me.
Yeah,
it's wild, and
it's a great holiday, but I'll chill at home. Not worried about it.
And it's a summer month, and you can chill by the lake or the ocean. Very cool.
Alrighty, so our fantasy draft list, I've got December, June, November, and January. Andrew picked up July, October, September, and August. It's a nice solid 4-month summer chunk you got there. Summer right into fall, dude.
Sometimes it happens that way.
Yep. Alrighty. You got anything else for us today?
I don't. I think that's it for me.
I do have one last thing. You guys can follow us on every social media at TheseTwoBros. I haven't been posting a whole bunch on the Instagram and stuff like that, but we're gonna get a little bit better about it. I just gotta stop taking dick pics and trying to post those because they don't like when we post that stuff on there.
No, they really don't. I don't get it. They let a lot of people post a lot of things. Not our.
Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. We will be live again next week. I'm gonna be trying to be live more often on other accounts as we roll into Call of Duty season. I mean, the holiday season. So if you want to come hang out, that'd be dope.
All right. Catch you later.